Hello, my favorite people. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. My name is Amber Fowler, your Scentsy independent consultant. Thank you so much for coming to my channel today. We're going to be going over all of the fall and winter spicy scents in Scentsy's 2022 to 2023 catalog. And I've got my handy dandy spice catalog page here that we're going to read off from. Now, just looking at all of these, I think there's only one that I don't have a bar of, maybe two, and I will point those out as we go. But we're going to start with apple and cinnamon sticks. Oh, that's heavenly. This is exactly what it says. It smells like apples and cinnamon sticks. It's like your typical like apple spice potpourri. This is really nice. Peel, spiced white pumpkin, and a touch of oak. What? There's no cinnamon in this? I thought that was cinnamon. I get the white pumpkin though. That's interesting. Yeah, no, I didn't know that that was all in there. Huh. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Next up is Autumn Hearth. Let's see. Have any of you ever been into a Teavana? This smells like Teavana when those stores used to be around. I used to love going to Teavana. I hate that they're no longer. This smells like their youthberry orange tea blended with something cinnamony. This is really good. I'm like, oh man, now I'm nostalgic for Teavana. Okay, so Autumn Hearth. This is Cue Up a Classic. You've got apple, cinnamon, and tonka are all about fall. Tonka. That's that warm. It does, because it smells warm, and that's why it's reminding me of like these hot teas, like these chai hot teas. That's lovely. Autumn Hearth. Next we have Autumn Sunset, and check out this color. It's like this blue. Let me open this up for you. It's like this deep plummy blue purple color. It's interesting. Yeah, that's weird. So on the outside it kind of looks blue, but on the inside it's definitely purple. Huh. I can't quite put my finger on this. It definitely smells more like outdoorsy and sweet. Something sweet in there. Maybe a flower, but it's pleasant. I can't tell what spice that is either. Apples, pumpkins, fall leaves, and spices. A top 10 fragrance. Maybe the fall leaves is giving me the outdoorsy vibes. You know, I didn't get pumpkin, but I do now that I know it's in there. But it's not like your sweet baked good, like you want to eat it, pumpkin or pumpkin puree or anything like that. It's like you're outside and there's just apples and pumpkins. Next is Blackberry Spice, and this matches me today. This one's really delightful too. So this has a very big burst of blackberry, and it's sweet. Huh, I don't know what spice is in this either. This is ripe blackberry bundled up with cedar wood and fresh clove. I was gonna guess clove, but I feel like I guess clove for everything. I get a little hint of wood, but not cedar wood. I enjoy the scent. Next up is a personal fave, Christmas Cottage. Yeah, this is just a burst of fruity goodness. I really don't get a lot of spice in this. Maybe like a sprinkle of cinnamon and red berries. And I know the description says there's some citrus in here, and I know that because I've mentioned it to other people before. But if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't have guessed it. But now that I know that there's some citrus in here, that's what's making it nice and bright. It's a bright, fresh, fruity scent. The spice is very minimal in this one. So this is a cozy, inviting blend of Valencia oranges, raspberries, cloves, and spices. So the clove that's in here is not nearly as strong as the clove that's in Blackberry Spice. And the one that's in Blackberry Spice isn't really that strong either, to be honest. It's nice, it's light. So if you're not too big on the spicy scents, this one may be a good one to, you know, get your feelers out there a little bit. Next is Cider Mill. That's delightful. So you get almost like a hint of cider, and then it's a little bit stronger on the spices, but it's not strong and it's not overpowering either. So this brings together fresh apples, crushed pumpkin, wouldn't have guessed that, and simmering spices for a cozy autumn treat. I would not guess pumpkin was in there. That's interesting. Not bad. Next up is Cinnamon Bear. This is just a rush of cinnamon. Might be something in there that's making it a little sweet, but this is mostly just cinnamon. So this is crisp, spicy cinnamon with a touch of cloves. Okay, so it's cloves and cinnamon. It's just spicy goodness is what this is. This is nice. This is not red hots to me anyway. Next is Clove and Cinnamon. Wait a minute. If Cinnamon Bear has cinnamon and clove in it, then what is Clove and Cinnamon? Oh, this is stronger on the clove for sure. And the cinnamon in here might be more like a cinnamon stick, which tends to be a little bit stronger, a little woodier. This is more clove than cinnamon. That's the difference. So this is classic scent of cinnamon sticks fused with cloves. Yeah, that's what it is. No further explanation needed. Next is Dancing Sugar Plum. See, this is not anything that I would have thought. This is really nice, actually. There's not a lot of spice in it. Or at least it's not coming off too strongly in this sample here. It's sweet. It smells like sugar plums. Yeah, that's nice. It's fruity. Rich spiced plum falls right in step with visions of vanilla and sweet cinnamon apple. I get vanilla because there is that sweetness to it. And the spiced plum is like, okay, I don't really get too many spices out of this though. Next we have Farmstand Pumpkin, and this one is a personal favorite of mine. I use this in the pods at work. To me, this is like your classic cinnamon pumpkin caramel fall scent. I love this. This is really nice. So this is indulgent notes of fresh apple, cinnamon stick, pumpkin, and caramel. The pumpkin blended with the apple gives it kind of like a burst of fall fruity fresh. Next up is First Day of Fall. Uh-oh, am I losing my light now? Yeah, we're losing our light. Alexa, turn on Office. There we go. It was starting to get really dark in here. Okay, so we're on First Day of Fall. It smells a little citrusy and spicy. That's pretty much what I'm getting out of it. So all the best parts are here. Just picked pumpkin, breath of autumn woods, ground nutmeg, and a spicy dash of cinnamon. Maybe the woods is what's giving me a citrus smell. I don't know. I don't smell pumpkin in here. Interesting. It's good. Next up is Harvest Blessings. Oh, this is nice. So this is sweet. It's got a bit of a freshness to it, kind of like a shower gel, but in such a good way. I mean, it blends with, I'm guessing that's pumpkin and cinnamon or some other kind of spice. It's good. This is Harvest Blessings. So this is Radiant Apple, Spiced Pumpkin, and Smooth Oak embody everything you love about autumn. Yeah, that apple is what's giving it that burst of fruity fresh, and then you get the spiced pumpkin. I don't really get oak in here, unless it's just kind of mellowing it down or like making it a little bit more earthy. It smells good to me. Next up, we have Maple Apple Bourbon. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah, okay. I remember this one smelling really good. This one smells exactly like what it says. You get the sweetness from the maple and the apple, and it's got a touch of that bourbon or like that a little bit of booziness to it. But it's really good. There's some spice in here too, but I can't distinguish what it is. But this is lovely. I really like this one. I would not have guessed that I would have liked this one, but it's good. So this is Juicy Red Apple and Rich Maple. Get in the holiday spirit with a splash of bourbon. Yeah, it's in the title. Next we have Pumpkin Chai. This one I know I like. That is so good. You get that chai spice blended with the pumpkin. It's like pumpkin spice. This is really nice. So this is fill your cup with white pumpkin, a swirl of cinnamon, and a dash of chai. Yeah, that white pumpkin, it has like a bit of creaminess to it. That's really nice. And we have Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. This is more on the sweeter side. Regular pumpkin, sweet with cinnamon. This is nice too. So this is fresh pumpkin garnished with cinnamon stick and a dollop of whipped icing. So that must be the sweet. Yeah, because that sweet comes out in this. This is nice. Second to last, we have Spiced Ember Glow. This one's gonna smell smoky. Yeah. Oh, this is not a favorite. There's something in this that I can't pinpoint. Like something, I want to say maybe like fruity or sweet. That actually like saves this a little bit. But yeah, it does. It has a smokiness to it, and I'm not a big fan. Smoked apple, toasted vanilla, there's your sweet, over cinnamon embers offer a warm and inviting escape. Yeah, the apple and the vanilla smell very, very good in this, but then you get that hint of ember and fire and smoke. If you like those kinds of scents, you'll probably love this, but this is not really my cup of tea. This is one that I don't have a bar of, and I did say I was going to point those out. And the other one is Dancing Sugar Plums. I don't think I have this one in a bar either. Every single other one of these I have in a bar. Last but not least is Welcome Home. This one is a personal favorite as well. See, this is the type of scent that my mom would always have going on in the home. You're just coming right on in. It's got that nice blend of, like, it smells like a blend of spices, a little bit of hint of sweetness and comfort. I like it. So this is warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices. All right, now for my top 3. So this one was a tough one because I do favor spicy scents. And we've gone through 17 spicy scents, which is crazy. There's so many good ones. And some of these, it's not fair because I haven't warmed some of them or I haven't used some of them, but I have used others. So unfortunately, some of the ones that I probably would be in the top 3 if I had used them aren't, but it's just because I haven't, actually used them yet. I'm going to go ahead and do a little honorable mention for those. So that would be Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, Pumpkin Chai, Maple Apple Bourbon, and Autumn Hearth. But my top 3, now this first one that is number 3 actually kind of came as a shock. As I'm smelling all of these, I didn't realize how much I liked this one, but I went ahead and went with Blackberry Spice at number 3, just because it's just like, oh, it's just a lovely fruity scent with a hint of spices, and it's very pretty. Like I said, I think I would like this in like personal fragrance. I don't know, it just stood out to me. I really liked this. Second, I have Christmas Cottage. Now this one gets used quite often for us, so it's super, super familiar. It's just a burst of fruity freshness with some spices. This one's lovely. Again, I think this one's a nice safe scent because it does have that citrus in it, so it kind of goes across like the fruity, the spicy, and the citrus parts of the fragrance wheel. And last but not least, again, because I have used this one before, I chose Farmstand Pumpkin as my number 1. It's your typical pumpkin spice, but with like a glaze of caramel. And I think there's apple in this too, which makes it a little brighter. So this is really lovely. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I really appreciate you all. I hope that this helps you make some decisions as we're about to phase out of our winter and fall collection. I will post a link of my website to this video so that you guys can check these out for yourself. Other than that, I will catch you in the next one. Bye!